Salam, this is Joan, and the tape is covering what I'm doing for the month of January. I'm going to start with the reading from Surah 113. I seek refuge in you, Allah. You are the Lord of the daybreak, from the evil of whatever has been created, and from the evil of the night when it grows dark, from the evil of those who are enemies. This is literally witches casting spells, blowing onto knots, and from the evil of an envier when they envy. Mostly, I learned about Hafiz, Hafiz, the command to recite the Quran. So I've been learning the books, but from the back of the Quran, the other direction. So I learned 10 books, and it covered Anas, which is protection from a whisper into our hearts that fights God's will, and Falak, which is about dawn, the protection from an envier, the one I just read. Ikhlas, which tells us about God, who He is, the sustainer. Masad, which discussed Abu Lahab. Nasr, which is about victory over Mecca. M-A-apostrophe-U-N, that's abundant goodness, and how those who hated the prophet would be cut off from that. Kafirim, which is about disbelievers, how we just won't ever agree. Kathir, okay, wait a minute. M-A-apostrophe-U-N, that's a different one. One moment. M-A-U-N. Oh, that's the simplest A, which it talks about a hypocrite praying and how they repulse an orphan and don't feed the hungry. So, and then Kafirim, which is disbelievers. Kathir, which is abundant goodness. Koresh, which talks about making a city holy and securing everything, how to worship God and how He provides for the safety of the city and feeds us. Then the book about the elephant and how the Kaaba was attacked. So that's where I am with it. And then because it was December, I reviewed a pamphlet that I received when I got my clear Quran, and it discusses what Islam thinks about Jesus. It pretty much is what I have always thought, but I did learn something new. It says that Jesus is respected but not God, and He's our creator. That nothing replaces God, but to worship Allah, and Jesus even taught that. But only God judges is different. And what I learned was that Muslims respect Mary. It says that, oh, well, I wanted to mention, I personally question it, but then we're not there. And I suppose we should just accept what people tell us. But it says in this pamphlet, Mary was righteous, a woman of faith, but that she also claimed no man touched her. And then she took a vow of silence about the rest of it. And that's in the Quran, book 19, verse 26, which is really a book all about Mary. It says that Jesus teaches love and mercy, that it overcomes hate and anger, that person is saved by their deeds, not baptism. I might need to reread the pamphlet, but I didn't see anything about baptism. And then I did want to mention when I was in my first marriage, my husband asked me about Ash Wednesday, and it was kind of funny because I was raised Christian. I practiced it 30 years, and I really wasn't familiar with it. But it's a pretty important holiday for them, and it has to do with repentance and how they put ashes on your forehead. So that's basically